What a good day. Okay. I'm excited. Truly. Joyous. Nothing else. Hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel, The Life of Gun. We are back with another video. Now, I know this is a little different than what I usually do, but I had to do this video today. Well, before we get into that, my channel is all about art and creativity, just getting more comfortable with your art style and your art voice, a sprinkle of lifestyle, sprinkle of me in there, nothing too crazy. If you want to check out my other videos, I'm going to link them above. I'm doing 100 days of drawing, a little series, and some other fun, great things are coming. Yes. But this video today is about student debt. Yes, student debt. We all know that student debt is crippling. It is. It hurts my back. It's always on my neck. And sometimes it can seem like you'll never escape, but if there's a will, there is a way. And I am so ecstatic because I paid off my private loan, Miss Sallie Mae. We all know who Miss Sallie is. I paid off $10,000 under $30,000 salary under 3 years. Now, I wrote down some of the things that I did to pay off this debt. Just a quick disclaimer, make sure you cater these tips to your situation, because, you know, I am single with no suitors in sight. I have no children, and I don't pay a mortgage. I pay rent, but I don't pay, you know, like really large bills. So if you do have those things going on in your life, just cater these tips to your own, you know, personal situation. But yeah, so I wrote down some of the things that I did to pay off this $10,000 debt, this loan. I thought I could never do it, to tell you the truth. It's been such a long journey, such a long road. And the fun thing is I still have $28,000 left on my federal, but we're gonna attack that. We're gonna attack that, don't worry. So okay, let's go ahead and get into the things that helped me to pay off this loan. So tip number one, or suggestion number one, advice number one, is you're gonna have to sit down. You're gonna have to go in your room. You're gonna go into your prayer corner. You're gonna have to go into a space that is quiet so you can think, and you're gonna have to ask yourself, are you serious about paying off your debt? Now, of course, everyone's first initial answer is going, yes, of course I want to pay off my debt. But no. You have to seriously ask yourself. You have to seriously ask yourself, do I really want to aggressively pay off my loans? Because when you when you aggressively pay off your loans, that means you're sacrificing a lot. You're sacrificing your time, you're sacrificing, you know, fun times with friends and family. You're not spending money. You have to accept the fact that you're going to be poor, that you are not going to have money. You're just not. That you're just not going to have money. And my best, advice is to really sit down and ask yourself, or ask your partner, ask whoever, ask your friends, if you are really serious about paying off your debt, because you have to be 100% committed, sold out. This is not something that you can do, half and half, really lukewarm. It just is not going to work. So that is my suggestion. My tip number one is to really ask yourself, are you serious about paying off your debt? And I'm serious. I think I'm almost at the point where I'm kind of obsessed. That's how serious I am. But that's besides the point. So that's tip number one. Hopefully that helps. Tip number two is don't listen to people who are in debt. Don't listen to people who are in debt, because they're not going to steer you in the right direction. Now, this happened to me a lot, because let me give you an example. Sometimes, I would say, oh, I have like extra money. Like, what should I do with it? Should I, put all this money towards my debt? Should I, pay bills, invest? I don't know what to do. I really want to put it towards my loans. And the narrative is always, don't do that. That's a waste of money. You're always going to have debt. There's no way around it. You're wasting your money. That's not financially wise to spend such a large amount of money on your debt. Debt helps your credit. Let that narrative go. Hang it up. Coat rack, hang it up, because that narrative does absolutely nothing for you or your loans. And I kind of want to dive into this whole topic of wasting money. I think we have to retrain the way that we think about money, because I guess people don't seem to understand that you're wasting money over a long period of time. And since and some people, they pay just the minimum, or they don't pay anything at all. So, when you pay the minimum, it doesn't seem like you're losing money, but you are. You're just losing it over a long period of time. Now, what I did was I would drop large chunks on my debt. And I can understand how that can be intimidating, because if you drop, $500, $1,000, $2,000, whatever, that is immediately leaving your account. And that is a large sum to just be gone, just be gone. So I mean, I get it. I understand, but you have to realize that in order to get to the principal, you have to aggressively attack the interest. You have to. There's no way it's ever going to go down if you're not putting as much as possible to the interest to get that down, to get to the principal, which is your real balance. So keep that in mind. And to tell you the truth, you're wasting money regardless. You're in debt. So let that narrative go. So that's my tip number two, is don't listen to people who are in debt, because they're probably gonna discourage you not to do it. But then, when you pay it off, everyone's like, oh my goodness, how did you do it? Well, I didn't listen to you. That's how I did it. All right. Okay, so tip number three. Budget. Budget. Yes, you have to budget your money. You have to budget your money. So this is what I did. So I budget money, and I cut out a lot of unnecessary things that I did not need. Basically, what I mean by budget is that you're eating rice, you're eating beans, and you're eating ramen. That's what I mean by budget. You're shopping at Aldi's. That's where I shop at. It's amazing. Yeah, so what I did for my budget was I cut out Netflix, I cut out Hulu, I cut out Amazon Prime, I cut out my music app that I use for my YouTube videos. That's why y'all been hearing the same song for a while now. Get used to it. So I cut that out. I think the only subscriptions that I have now is my Apple Music and my Adobe Suite programs. That's it. Yeah. That's it. And then for my budget, I also do this the 70 20 10% rule. So 70% is for your bills, 20% is for fun, and then 10% is for savings. But yes, cater your budget to whatever, you know, fits your situation. But you have to be on a budget, and you have to figure out where your money is going, where you want your money to go, and you have to figure out how much you want to really put towards your loans. So with the budget is you have to pay more than the minimum. Excuse me. You have to pay more than the minimum. There's no way around it. We all know this trick. We all know this rule. So I'm not going to really get into that. You have to pay more. You have to. You have to pay more than the minimum to get anywhere. Okay, so tip number 4, this is for all the kids out there just going off to school and you're super excited, and you're about to take on some major debt for school. Talk to your parents and talk to your loan providers and ask them that you would like to pay the principal during your duration of school. Now, I think this only applies to private loans. I'm not sure if it applies to federal, but do your research, look into that. Bless my mother. My mom did this for me when I was in school. So she paid the interest of my Sallie Mae loan while I was in school. So my loan was able to stay at $10,000 instead of jumping to, I think when I got it was supposed to be like $27,000. So I think she put like $90 towards it a month. But yes, ask your parents, you know, mom, dad, whoever, I really, you know, need help with these loans. I don't want to be in major debt. Could you pay the interest while I'm in school and then I take it over when I get out of school? Or here's a thought. You can get an on-campus job and put $90. You can save up $90. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you. Yes, you can do that. And then put that towards your interest. Your future self is going to thank you. I thank my mom. So after I got out of school, as soon as I got out of school, I didn't even wait for the 6 months. I took over the interest and was paying that all the way up into the 6 months that I actually had to make my first payments. So research that. Please do it. It's amazing. See, they don't tell you these things. They don't tell you these things. I wonder why. Okay, tip number 5 is I don't even know how to explain this, but I did an application. It was the Maryland tax credit relief. Now you would have to check and see if it's in your state, but I got awarded $1,000 for doing this tax credit relief, and it's basically where the government gives you money towards your student loans, and I qualified because they were like, wow, this girl has no money, let's help her. So check that out. I'm gonna try and put a link in the description box so you guys can look into that and see if you qualified. It was really helpful. So that's tip number 5. It's called tax tax credit relief. It was in Maryland. That's where I'm from. But see if it's in your state, research and see what programs are out there that can help you with your student loans. Okay, so tip number 6 is, wow, I don't even remember what it's called. I think it's called, this tip is, okay, it's a tracker. It's a loan tracker app. If I can, I don't think I remember. Sorry. I'm gonna put it in the description. But I think it's called like Debt Free app. And it's where you can put all your debt, all your loans into one app and you can track your progress. Now I use an app and I also use a I don't know why I just did that. I also use my iPad and I have like this little coloring tracker. I'm gonna put that down there below too. You know, because it's cute. I just like the way it looks. And that's how I track how much I've spent, how much I have to go, how long it's gonna take me to get to where I need to get to. That one's a fun one. Okay, so were we on 6? 7. Okay, number 7. Number 7 is a hard one. It's a hard one. And it took me a long time to accept step number 7. But that step is that you have to work. You have to work and you have to work hard and you have to have discipline, and no one is going to save you. No one's going to come and help you. I know, you know, the administration is saying they're going to help with student debt, but you know, people promise things all the time and sometimes they never come true. But I remember, you know, story time real quick. I remember getting out of school and I just had such a defeatist like attitude. I was, you know, was overwhelmed. I was really stressed out, and you know, I was having a hard time finding a job, but I had like this big massive debt. I was like, how am I gonna pay for this? And I do remember I was bitter, I was angry, I was upset. I was like, I did all the right things. I went to school, I got good grades, I worked hard. And you know, why we have all this debt when they tell us to go and get an education. And you know, yeah, I was a little angry, but I think all that comes from is really just fear. Because, you know, it is scary. You know, your whole life you've been a student, your whole life you've identified as a student, and when you get out of school, you know, that, you know, what you used to identify with, that like that's completely gone. Like you're in school for like what? Like 15, is it 15 years? You're in school for a long time, and then like you cross the station, bam, it's like that's not what you are anymore. So then you have to, you know, really figure out, okay, like, well, what am I now? So you have like all that fear, you know, being an adult, then you have to pay all this debt, then you gotta find a job, then you gotta maintain that, and then you gotta eat and drink water, you gotta exercise. Like all those things kind of just hit you all at once. And I think that's why it was the fear, and that's why I just was so angry and bitter and overwhelmed and anxious about all my debt, is because it was unknown. It's unknown, and it can be scary. But I'm here to tell you, it is okay. You are going to make it through. Like, look, I've already paid off $10,000 already, and now I'm about to take the next step to pay off $28,000. Like, that's exciting. That is amazing. So like the faster you can accept that it's gonna be, you know, a hard journey, but you can do it, you know, it's not intimidating. Like my loans, they do not intimidate me at all, because I know what to do. I have a plan, I have a structure, I have a budget, and it works. So yeah, don't let that fear set in. Don't know. Hang it up. Go rack. let it go. So yes, that's tip number 7, is you have to work hard and you might have to work a couple of jobs. I'm working 3 right now. Well, we're down to 2 right now. So yeah, you're gonna have to work hard, but you can do it. I believe in you. Believe in you. You got it. Okay, tip number 8. This is the last one. This is the easiest one. Prayer. Pray your way through the debt. That is a great way to have encouragement. You know, it definitely helps guide you. You don't really feel as alone when you're just praying through it, because when I tell you the stress that comes along with paying off your debt is just astronomical. And you know, just having someone to lean on is absolutely amazing. Having a good support system. Yeah, make sure you have friends and family who support this decision. Prayer, it will definitely really help you, because you know, when you're living paycheck to paycheck and you're trying to figure out, how am I gonna pay this, how am I gonna pay that, how is this gonna work out? Oh man, I don't see the light at the tunnel. I can't go out because I ain't got no money. I can't do this because, you know, I really want to pay off this one loan. It can get heavy. That's why I said in tip number 1, you have to ask yourself, are you serious? Because it gets heavy real quick. Like, first payment is already heavy. So yeah, prayer is a big one. Maybe I should have put that at the top, but hey, save the best for last, right? But yes, that is my video. I know it's a little long, but hey, we're here. Thank you so much for, you know, watching and subscribing and liking my videos. I really love all my little gumdrops out there. I appreciate the love. If you would like to follow me on Instagram and the TikTok, my handle is Life of Gun. And let me know if you like this video or not. I'm definitely thinking about doing more like lifestyle videos. Like, I really want to do like more makeup and skincare and clothes, like vintage clothes and all that stuff, and still my art stuff, because we can never let that go. Yeah, so comment below and let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys. I'll see my gumdrops in the next video. Bye.